Shalom Akim. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And say to all the Akim in all four corners, earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get into this little article I found. Well, actually, brother put it up, and I'm lying back off of it because it's a nice little article explaining the times we're in, and it's just showing more and more instability of this place and how it's going down. We used to joke on the line about how these kids are graduating these colleges and getting these little gig jobs. And, when it was happening, I always seen down the road that these little gig jobs would turn into something we like to call licks up here. When we was in the world, we call them licks because these are easy victims, person just mindlessly picking somebody up and doing this and that. So before I even had the Uber app, I was like, why would they allow strangers in their car and stuff like that? But, they went through security checks and did this and that. Well, and fast forward to today, 10 plus years later, you have all sorts of carjacks with these Uber people. They have ways around. You might think you're picking up this person, but now that person could send an Uber for another person and you're picking up a totally different person, but it's registering it, as the ride, and it's going through, as you picked up everything. So, these ride share apps and different gig apps have they're what's helping keeping the economy going, but at the same time, the crooks, they're looking at them as easy victims, man. So, like I say, that was when the beginning of the Uber thing. Then comes this food delivering stuff. And then I started allowing these guys on bikes and stuff. And I'm like, oh, wow, man. Like, how dangerous is that? You went from delivering food from the car, which is already dangerous, in these different neighborhoods. You see these different emblems. These cars pull up with the Domino's or Papa John's. Once again, you pull into these different neighborhoods. These are easy first-time robberies, for the robber boys. These are what you call your, what's the word I'm looking for? Your elementary robberies. When they first kick off, this is what they hitting the pizza man's up or the fast food delivery man. Well, like I say, nowadays they're hitting these different food delivery these different food delivery guys on these bikes up, stealing them bikes, killing them and everything. So let me read a little bit of this article and I'm going to bring out some verses. He says, a team of food delivery workers in New York have teamed up to defend themselves and their vehicles against attacks and thefts. Vincent Carluso, 39, formed the Delivery Boys United Group in March after he was a victim of assault. Now, he and other deliverers meet up every night and stand by, ready to aid a colleague who may be in trouble. When you call the police when you've been robbed, they never arrive, Caruso says about his group's decision to take safety into their own hands. Reports of attacks on delivery personnel in the city have increased alarmingly this past year. In October, a 51-year-old rider was stabbed to death and had his e-bike stolen in Chinatown. And in April, a delivery man was shot to death in Harlem. That same month, another on his scooter was hit by a vehicle in Queens. There are roughly 65,000 deliverers in New York, according to official figures. Now, that's a large number of people delivering food. That number right there, that's like, that's a percentage of your economy right there, man. That's a large number. Even if you're in a city of a million people, that's a nice percentage of people just delivering food, And a lot of these, they have to do these, once again, because the economy is failing. They got laid off their jobs. Their jobs failed. It was a prosperous job at one point in time, and now it just, it went through. It went through, it fell through. A lot of the jobs have left overseas or just failed due to, pressure from the president or regulations or just the people during this shutdown. They weren't able to go to work, so they weren't able to keep a lot of these businesses afloat. So what did these people have to do? They had to make money somewhere, somehow. So they went to delivering food, So he says some 80% are undocumented migrants, meaning they often They are often reluctant to contact police, according to rights groups. They receive no social security, no health insurance, and no overtime, nor do they have a right to unionize. And that's the thing. That's the key thing right there. No health insurance and no overtime. And no unionize. So these gig jobs, they don't have to give you insurance. They don't have to give you, overtime either. You just work, and that's, and unionize too. That was a key thing, a selling point in America. You're able to unionize here in America. Well, these gig jobs, they don't allow you to do that stuff though. But yeah, these guys are getting jacked up. So he says, alarming in the past year, 51-year-old was stabbed to death, man, over his e-bike, man. They stabbing people and they killing people over these bikes, these different things. Because, Jake sees these things, they just have on the corners, because they don't have anything to do. They don't have nowhere to go. They're just on the corners and they're watching these guys making money. And they try to make some money, but they can't make no money. So, hey, man, let's go ahead and rob the man who's making money, man. That's the name of the game. But let me bring up this is Matthew 24:12. And because inequity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Back in the day, you used to be able to, you see a delivery man at one point, the milkman or ice cream man, you let him get an honest wage, an honest buck out here. But not anymore. Those times have changed, man. And because inequity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So these people they're waxing cold. Their hearts are waxing cold, man. They have no love in their hearts anymore, man. Their love is gone. We like to say that. A hungry man is an angry man. Well, not we, but Bob said that a hungry man is an angry man, and it shows, man. These people, they got that gas bubble in their belly. They're hungry, man. They're starving. They see you out making money. They're jealous, man. They see these guys driving by on these bikes. They're making a wage. They don't like that, man. But yeah, let me read a little bit more of this article. It says, revenue from the food delivery apps has skyrocketed more than 200% over the past 5 years, with profits soaring during lockdowns. And like I said earlier in the video, that this revenue is a moneymaker, and it shows you the 65. Look at that, 65,000 people are doing these things, man. Some people even work their regular 9 to 5 and then get off work and go deliver food. So they're putting themselves at risk, man. They're putting themselves at risk because, they just want to make a buck. But those days are coming to an end, man. And those days, those days are coming to an end, like I said, man. And it's just pushing. It's more and more signs being shown. When you see these delivery guys getting robbed and their bikes stolen, and some of them getting their food stolen. I've seen instances where some of these delivery drivers, they'll pull up to the spot and hit the delivery button and then take the food right back, man. Because sometimes they're hungry. They're not eating enough. They're not getting enough of anything, man. They're not getting any type of benefits reaping from this delivery thing. All they're getting is that little $5 to $10 for dropping that food off. They don't get anything else, But, that's the times we're in, man. This is Psalms 37, and I'm going to start at 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied, man, because famine is coming here very soon, man. I was asking a teacher who's in school right now for nursing, does she know about the definition of famine, man? Does she know what that meant? And she told me no, man. So it's letting me know that, a lot of these people, they are, they're just stuck in their own little stupid world, man. They don't know anything that's getting ready to happen, man. The Lord is showing his works daily, and they don't see that, man. So it's a beautiful thing for us to see that. But at the end of the day, this famine is coming, and these are signs of the famine when people are robbing the delivery drivers. How is the food going to get to these people now? Because some people are, I remember when I worked for a delivery company, we had certain areas of the city or certain blocks where we didn't go to, man, because they would straight rob you over there, man, And that's just what it is, man. So we don't have to be ashamed of these evil times that are coming, man, the Lord says, man, because he spoke about these times and we're prepping our minds and bodies and everything to show, we're prepping for these times to come, man, and praying to the Lord that he gives us favor in these times, man, because these evil days are coming, man. And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied, man. We'll be eating, be merry in these days coming, And some of us brothers even have to do some of these little gig jobs, which is nothing wrong with these gig jobs. I do them all the time, man. But it's just that, I'm noticing the uptick in the robberies and, the different things that's going on with them. But these are the days that are coming. These are the evil times that are ahead of us, man. You know, and let me bring this out because these times we're coming into, man. Like I said, we got brothers that do these delivery jobs and everything. You know, I joke, we stay prayed up doing these delivery jobs. You know, Lord knows I used to pray because in delivery jobs is you know, your life could be in line in a drop of a dime, man. You know, at any time you're just delivering the food. Like I said, these guys just be standing on the corner. They see you doing your job, and you know they get jealous, man. He says, this is Acts 2:21, and it shall come to pass that whoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved, man. You know, and that's what we're gonna need to know. The name of the Lord in these days, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? Especially doing these little delivery jobs, these little monkey gigs that we got to survive on, man. You know. But yeah, I just seen this little article and wanted to bring this out real fast, man. I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Maki.